Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Finlay's Know-How. Today I'm going to unbox a Samsung ATIV S. It's basically the Galaxy S3 of the Windows Phone world. It's running Windows Phone 8. It has a 720p screen, the same screen exactly as what's on the Galaxy S3. It's got 1 gig of RAM, 16 gigs of internal storage. The one I'm unboxing is actually from Bell Mobility here in Canada. Very big fan of this phone. I just made the switch actually from the Galaxy S3. So I'll unbox it and let you guys have a look, and then maybe I'll give you an update in a couple of months to let you know really what I think. So this is the Samsung ATIV S I picked up from Bell Mobility here in Canada. It's Windows Phone 8 unit, dual core. Let's just go with what the box actually says. It's a 16 gigabyte version. There is no 32 gig version in Canada yet. It's got Windows Phone 8. Like I said, it's dual core. In Canada, it does HSDPA 42 megabit and HSUPA 5.7 megabit. Also, it does LTE. It doesn't actually state the LTE on the back of the device, which is on the back of the box, which is strange, but I know it does do LTE here in Canada. It's got a 2300 milliamp hour battery, which is significantly bigger, I think, by about 200 milliamp hours than the Galaxy S3. It does HD video. 8 megapixel autofocus with flash. That's the back-facing camera. The front-facing is a 1.2 megapixel, which works fine for a call in Skype or anything like that. So it's got a 1.5 gigahertz dual core. It's the same chip that is in the Galaxy S3. Spec for spec, this phone is pretty close to the Galaxy S3. It's got the same 4.8-inch screen, and like I said, the same 1.5 gigahertz dual core processor. So let's get to actually opening this thing up. So the box isn't taped or glued or anything like that, so it opens up pretty easy, and it opens you right up to the unit. So Samsung logo at top, ATIV S, HD AMOLED. Windows Phone, dual core, GPS, NFC. Oh yeah, NFC isn't listed on the back, but it is included. I don't think there's a whole lot of use for it yet on any of the Windows Phone devices. I haven't really come across many apps yet, but let's get this phone out so you guys can have a look. So here's the screen protector that comes built in. I'll just lay that there because there's a back splash on this too. This just explains how you open the actual the device itself, which I will show in a bit. So we'll flip this open, and it actually gives us our manuals and things like that. I don't think I've actually been in here yet, so we'll actually see what's in here. There is a certificate of authenticity placement here, which nothing is actually there. I think Samsung might have messed up on that. And it says not to throw that away. So I'm not really sure how that works. This is just like a little user guide on using the internet and stuff like that. This is the French version of that same user guide. And here is a safety and warning guide. And these guys, one is French, I'm assuming, and one is English. This one here is the French one. Here's English. Sorry guys, I don't know French. And this is just a quick start guide on how to sign into your phone and some tips and tricks and things like that. So, further inside, we've got the USB charger / sync cable with your PC. It's pretty nice, standard Samsung cable. I think it's the exact same cable that came with the Galaxy S3. You also get your charger, which, what's the milliamp on this? This guy is actually a 1 amp charger, which is pretty standard for Samsung. I'm pretty sure that's what actually comes with the Galaxy S3 as well. Nice little charger. here are some additional earpieces, different sizes for the earbuds. I never use included earbuds, so I can't really tell you if they're any good or not. But let's actually, the last thing in the box is the actual battery. And this guy, like I said, is a 2300 milliamp hour battery, which is 8.74 watt hours. So let's just throw this guy in here. And let's put my micro SD card and my LTE SIM card into this guy. So there's my SIM card. There's my micro SD card. Now, one thing I do want to let you know is if you set up the unit without the SD card, at least it happened to me, and I set it up without the SD card and tried to add it later, it would not support the SD card. I had to do a factory refresh in order to get it to pick up the SD card. So I'm just going to give you a quick little tour of the device right here. So here's the front of the unit. The nice Samsung logo that's under the glass there. I really like how they actually do that. Here is your main speaker for when you're on a cell phone call, and two little sensors. I guess one is your proximity sensor and one is probably your light sensor, and then you have your 1.2 megapixel front-facing camera right here. Over here you have your back button, your Windows button, which will also power on the device, as you can see right there. Where's the button so I can turn this guy back off? Right here. Okay, so then you also have a search button, which brings up Bing search. Does a pretty good job. I'm not a huge fan of having the search button right on the front. I'm just so used to the Galaxy line of devices, where it's just a menu, a back button, and your home button. But on the back, we have this really nice kind of aluminum finished back here, but it's actually fully plastic. You've got your LED flash, your 8 megapixel camera, and your speaker, your main speaker, is actually down here. That's the one used for when you use a speakerphone or if you're listening to any music or anything like that on the device itself. So here on the bottom, we actually have a your main microphone and micro USB charging port. I'm so glad everything but the iPhone pretty much uses the micro USB. It's just a good standard port. I've never really had any problems other than cables breaking if I drop and it lands right on the connector, but it's never ever affected the port. Here on the side, you actually have your volume up and volume down. That's on the left side. On the right side, you have a camera button right here, which works if you depress halfway, it'll focus full way, so it's a two-stage button. Up here is your power button for just on and off, or if you hold it for, I believe it's 10 seconds, it'll just shut down the device, and then you can press it again to start it back up, and then you can pretty well hard reset your device that way. Here on the top is your noise cancellation microphone, as well as your headphone jack. So right here, and we'll turn this guy on so you can see the boot time. I have had this unit on before, so the boot time is going to be a lot quicker than the first boot that you will get normally, but it does boot up fairly quickly. So basically, as a comparison to the Galaxy S3, I like it very much. I'm actually really liking Windows Phone 8. I didn't think I would. There's a couple of apps you still can't get, like Instagram and things like that. No Google apps, which I really missed at first, but I'm really starting to get used to it. I'm starting to get used to using Bing instead of Google Search, and it's really not that different. Works pretty well. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the phone and with the purchase. I've actually sold my Galaxy S3, and that kind of helped with the payment towards this guy, because this was not cheap. $5.99 here at Bell to buy the phone outright. I wasn't due an upgrade or anything like that. So here you go. Here's the phone. Let me just punch in my password for you guys, and here you go. So I just set the touch screen, or I guess the home screen. I set that. I put all my live tiles small just so I can see more. I guess it's just because I'm so used to Android, but it really gives you a lot more information to play with. Slide over and it gives you all your apps that are installed and everything like that. So it's pretty good. Internet Explorer works pretty good. It's not a WebKit browser, so any mobile sites that are designed for WebKit can be very buggy in Internet Explorer, but normal websites generally do work pretty well. The Twitter and Facebook apps are pretty well not very good. I was going to use another word, but I probably shouldn't. I use an app called Rowie or Rowie. I'm not sure how to actually pronounce it. That's actually much better than the Twitter app. Facebook, I have the app installed, but I prefer to actually go into the mobile site on Internet Explorer and browse it that way. The store is pretty good. I believe there's over 100,000 apps available. I've got some games and stuff installed. I'll show you guys those. Angry Birds, Minesweeper, Mirror's Edge, Skulls of the Shogun. That's a brand new game that's just come out. Very good game. A few other things like that. Some other non-Xbox games. They all show up here in this little games app, which is pretty sweet because then you don't need a bunch of different games on your desktop. It's more of a folder into the games menu. Now, one thing I did use a lot on my Galaxy S3 was Google Play Music, which I actually set up one time when I was down in the States, and then it still works in Canada. I can't buy any music or anything, but it lets me use the cloud sync for the music. So there's one really awesome program that works really well. It's just called Cloud Music, and that's basically the only purpose of this app is for Google Play Music, and it works perfect. Shows all the music that I have on Google Play and just works. So that's pretty much it for the unboxing and overview of the Samsung ATIV S for Bell, the T899M. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you need to do, and hope to see you back for the next video.